people to join if they want to join the live video.
Well, it's a Q&A for the film.
It's a Q&A for the film, and also if you want a Q&A for van life in general. So, and this is our first live video. So if we do something wrong, just let us know, because maybe we're gonna do more. We just arrived in Aragon. It's another region here in Spain. We found a perfect parking on the river Ebro, so you will see some amazing footage. I just get my drone at 500 meters in the sky and I get some really nice footage.
Armando's in love with this area.
Yeah, it's really beautiful and the river seems full of fish, so I will try to catch something. So this live video is to speak a little bit more about Vanlifers, a portrait of an alternative lifestyle, and just my words about the movie and about the project. So it started 3 years ago. It was already 2.5 years we were on the road, and we saw the community, that was my impression, go in a way I kind of didn't like it. So it was more only show the best part of van life that we, of course, we have. I mean, if you see where we are parked now, it's an amazing place.
But there are also fellow Vanlifers that got stuck today.
Yeah, we have the meetup today with a guy that follow us from several years, Bernard and his girlfriend Monica from Lithuania. So they just get out from the mud now after I think 6 hours.
It's been 6 hours, yeah.
So with Jeep and
Poor
everything.
guys.
Yeah, so that's thing that happened.
We've been stuck how many times?
2, 3 times. But I don't want to talk about how many times we've been stuck in the mud. I want to talk about the movie and the project itself. So at that point I saw a direction that I didn't like so much. Maybe I wasn't agree. It's really nice to show the best parts, but I thought I want to do something that can show the not only the dark side, but more genuine people that it's not every 5 seconds doing selfies or taking pictures for Instagram. I just want a movie without filters. I want a movie that can speak to real people, where anybody can find himself
Kind
in
of
that
captures
movie.
the essence.
Well, capture the essence, and most of all to have different kind of people involved in the movie. So we have solo travelers, female solo travelers, we have couples, of course, that seems the usual one, and
Couples and a dog. Or a cat.
and then we have families. So the idea was to find these people. Some of them we met them online, for example, with Theo and B. We get connected, well, through Instagram, through the nice pictures that I was talking about, and then we spent a lovely weekend on the top of the Italian Alps, Tremalzo, and it was always, and it's always nice to meet new people, because it's about sharing experience, sharing stories, bad or good stories. And that was the idea. Actually, TMB, they were the first interview, and then actually the idea continue, and some other people as well we found online, like for example John and Tracy from Searching for Zero that we met 2 years ago now. Well, almost 2 years ago, a year and a half in Canada, and as well Mike Van Dog Travels, as well Furgoneteo and Furgospera in Spain, and then other people that we just
Met on the road.
met on the road, and it was nice to talk with them.
Ronya and Martin, for example.
Ronya and Martin, that we met in Morocco. Well, actually, first met in Portugal and then in Morocco. And so that was the main idea of the movie. It was to give something to the community, because what I saw is that this community it grew a lot in the last couple of years, and I just I never was agree with. I think that our philosophy was always to help people in the community. So every time that somebody write us a message, we try to help with tips about how to work online, because that's what we did for 6 years. So where to find job. I'm interested in what kit you have and apps you use to put the video together. Okay, so for the
Technical
movie,
stuff.
technical stuff. For the movie, I have a Mac. I have a MacBook Pro. Um, I have to buy a new hard drive, a 4 terabyte, because I have in total I have more than 10 terabyte footage with the drone footage and the interview. In order to edit, before when I have a PC, I use Vegas, and now I change with Premiere Pro that goes really well with After Effects. So they're not apps. I just use the computer, and the first problem with the movie was how to put together all these terabyte of footage. A good things that I did during this year, it was to create a hard drive with everything in specific folder. So I just went from folder by nation. So for example, well, first by year, and then we have France, Portugal, Spain, Morocco, and inside I put the footage with date and place. So if you were in Marrakesh, for example, or in some place in Portugal, in this way I was able, even with my hand, I was able to remind, because it's not simple, I pretty much remind all the footage that I shoot, and in this case it was more easy to go to find it, because sometimes it was like, oh,
Sometimes he loses things.
yeah, sometimes I lose things and I lose track of the footage. So these are the system, and I have two cameras. They're not expensive, and I really like them. It's Lumix GH3 and the Lumix GH4. I have several new lenses, and as well I use an adapter for some old lenses that I got from
And the GoPro.
my old film camera. They're still nice lenses, and a GoPro and the drone. So it's pretty much how the film was made. The first interview actually were done just with one camera and the GoPro. Then after the years, well, last year it came a new camera, a new lens. It came also the slider, but it's these things that it's up here that I use time to time. Um, and yeah, it's pretty much, well, and the tripods, this is pretty much what I use for editing, and if I need some special effects, I use After Effects. So there's 8%. Well, if anybody have other question, because if not, it's kind of difficult to speak a long time. But I enjoy. I really I think
There's
that
somebody.
we are. I'm interested. No, what model GoPro you guys? I think it's a GoPro Hero. That was just the basic model. It was from a couple of years ago. My best friends,
That's awesome.
he just decided to give it to me.
Well, he believed in you.
Well, he believed in me, and I think that a few days before I mentioned, oh yeah, I would like to buy a GoPro because I can put it under the van and in some nice places. And just a couple of days later, Pablo, that's my best friend, he just came and he opened his bag and he started to take out the GoPro with full accessories.
It was emotional.
Yeah, so yeah, it was really cool, and I use it a lot because all the scenes where the camera is attached to the van, so I think the first week I try pretty much every position, and I also have in the front bumper that it's plastic. I made a hole, and I'm able to put the GoPro at I think like 4 or 5 centimeters from the ground, and that in some scene of the movie you see that, and it's really amazing. Give the effect of speed, and it's really
And immediacy.
yeah, and it's almost touching the ground. So yeah, that's going back to the idea of the movie. I really like, and I think we were overwhelmed. Uh, oh, you're welcome, Van Walker. Sorry, it's the first time we do a live video, so sometimes they appear the message there. So back to the movie. I think we are really overwhelmed by what happened this week, pretty much from Monday when
The response has been great and really positive.
yeah, I think what I had in mind, it was a movie that can inspire. That was the first idea. Not We don't want a movie about ourselves.
No.
We want to be in the movie sort of
In the background.
in the background. I mean, just as storytellers. I think.
Well, that's the main theme throughout the entire film is the different stories.
Yeah, I think that the idea was us to be the link between all the stories and all the people that we've met on the road. Um, the So overwhelmed by the super positive comments and people that just thanked us because we did it, and I think that's the best reward ever. Uh,
Appreciation.
Appreciation, and the hope that watching that movie, somebody else can be inspired to travel. Van life, it's for sure, as we always say, it's not for everybody.
No, definitely not.
Uh, you, but it's something that give us balance. With we have a lack of many things like space, and it's not super comfortable. I never say that living in a van is comfortable, but we travel 365 days a year. We visit amazing places. Now it's almost dark here outside, so you can see the place, but it's really beautiful. Uh, we met amazing people. So now when Bernard and Monica they will come back from the mud, we're gonna have probably a pizza, a campfire, and we're gonna share stories as an experience. And like, oh, you ever been stuck in the mud? Yeah, just 5 minutes ago. So um, and that's the same feeling, the one that we had for 6 years, meeting people on the road. That was the same feeling I want to put in a movie. Even one of the best comments, it was the fact that we were able to get genuine people, and I don't know, real,
Authentic
authentic,
comments, yeah.
authentic people that just don't like many
Their
filters.
perspectives.
From warm Crete. Well, here in Spain is not that bad, I can tell you. Crete, never been there. Maybe next year, I don't know, because we don't usually do so many plans, because on the road plans change pretty much every day. So why wasting time to do a plan when the day after
We
it's
have
something
been to
different?
Greece actually for the rebuilds.
Yeah,
we
we
were there
just
for ages,
been
and
in Greece for 3 months, so we rebuilt Mork because it was full of rust, and now it's a new van, and it's still an old one, but it's kind of new.
It's going to last for another 20 years.
10 maybe. Well, let's say 10 years, but it's part of our family work. I mean, it's part of it's it's what we call home, and it's where we live from 2012, and it's just home. um, and yeah, if you have any question, I'm glad to hear, even not about the movie. If you want to know something else, hello from Norway. Well, that's
Hi.
cold now in Norway.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so on showering in Westphalia, can I say was surgical episode bucket and battery operated shower. Well, for showering, well, we went through different
We've gone
options.
through so many systems.
So many years ago, when we started,
The trade.
mostly, yeah, we stay. For example, in Berlin, we stay a couple months. We love Berlin. We were parked near a swimming pool, so every couple of days we go there, we swim, and we pay €3, and we have like 2 hours hot shower. Then we change a little bit. We had these. Solar shower that we had on the top, and it works, of course, in Morocco, worked pretty well, and now we got a different system. So in the Westphalia, yes, we don't have a shower, so we use the gray water tank that it's behind the kitchen. We use
Scoured
it.
it, cleaned it out.
Yeah, we clean it. We did a direct flush just because we use only water. Well, we flush only water, so it's not something bad for the nature, because we respect every time the place where we park. And we use the gray tank as a clear water tank. There's a pump, and that goes in the back, so we can open the back door, and you can add the shower
Shower head.
head.
Push the button, and we've got a curtain now.
Yeah, we got a curtain, and we create a place near the kitchen where we can fill. And when in Greece, I made some test. So I boiled 4 liters of water. That is our pot. So we know that's 4 liters. And then I add 10 liters of cold water. And you can get 14 liters of water at 30-35 degrees. But it's okay for a shower. So that's our new system. So what we need.
The only problem is, though, it doesn't work so much when it's windy.
Well, when it's windy because of the curtains, but you can just be naked. I mean, well, depends. So this is our new option, and of course, depend always on the places. For example, the summer that we spent in north of Spain and Portugal, pretty much every beach has a shower.
Yeah.
And as well, during the years we trade a lot. So for example, in 2013 we stay 4 months in Sicily. Every week we move to some
A different B&B.
different,
Or
well,
agro-tourism.
agro farm. So we write emails and we trade. So usually I did a video that pretty much takes no time for me to do a video with a short interview showing the place, and usually they open for us a room, and they give access to Wi-Fi, to a toilet and shower. So that's,
And we never slept there. We always slept here.
yeah, we always sleep inside Morgue because Morgue is home. So that's the where you can see the other message. Sorry guys, I want to see how to check the message. I'm really okay. The one, those static collapsible buckets and battery operator portable shower pumps or kettle with hot water. Well, that was the answer for the shower pretty much. I think it's about being creative. We had many years ago the black plastic bag.
Yeah, we tried that.
Yeah, it lasts probably a couple weeks because it's not that strong.
Sturdy, yeah.
We saw one guy, an old guy with a nice camper van. He have a solar shower, but from the Swiss Army. That was amazing.
pretty
That
cool.
was pretty much really solid, and So, and anyway, the solar shower in winter depends if you're in Norway or some cold places. No, it doesn't work. So that's why we thought about this system, and maybe soon we will change our heating system with a new Webasto, and eventually we'll see the possibility of adding a Webasto for hot water. So that's what they usually use on sailboat, and that will be our option eventually for next year. Oh gosh, I'm feel I talk too much.
You're Italian, though.
I'm
You're used to
Italian,
talking.
and yeah, I don't know if anybody. Now I feel kind of uncomfortable. But how much minimalization did you have to do before you left? Have you had to store a lot of stuff? Good question.
Yeah, I think some people choose to store their stuff because they're not really sure.
Yeah, personally, I was living in Bulgaria. I'm Italian, but I was living and working there. I have a lot of things. And what I did, 2 days garage sale, I invite all my friends. I also put some sign outside the garage of the apartment where I was living. I display everything inside, and also people from the neighborhood arrive, and in 2 days I sell everything. Everything I don't need. We start from books and the vinyls. I have a pretty good vinyls collection.
Yeah, it still hurts.
Yeah, it still hurts. But imagine what I can do with like 500 vinyls here. I mean,
Yeah.
so I pretty much sell everything. That was the best way to say, okay, now I can travel because I fit all the, well, the small things I need inside a mountain backpack. So that was the just the things that I need. And Mel pretty much, she downsized a lot as well, and we still downsize because sometimes
We still collect things. We get things as we travel. So we do maybe once every 6 months or once a year, we still get rid of stuff so that we've got more space.
But so that was maybe because we never planned to be on the road for 6 years, so we just take the van and start traveling.
We didn't know any better.
We didn't know any better, and we found the way to work online, and we found the way to financially support our life, our travel. So we are still downsizing sometime because we see that sometimes the bag it becomes, because maybe somebody give us a pullover, for example, or something else, or we buy something. And
or sometimes, for example, clothes fall apart after you've got them a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
You don't want to see his shoes right now.
You want to see my shoes? No. So, and the thing, it's also we give to other people. For example, in winter, we have a portable solar panel that we use it in Morocco a lot, but after we start not using it because our solar panel was enough. And we met Giovanni, that is a 65 years old guy with a camper van, and he was just they stole his solar panel
Just a few days
just
before
few
we
days
met, yeah.
before, and I just give it to him. So that's how we do. Hello from the Netherlands. Okay.
Hi.
So about minimize depends. I mean, you can always find now there's a lot of storage places where for pretty much maybe €1 a day you can storage your stuff. I mean, it's still money that you pay. The things that I realized that I had many objects, and I found out that it's not important to have the objects because I have the memories that are
And the
attached
experiences.
and the experience that are attached to the object. So when I sell my stuff, the first day was pretty difficult because, for example, oh, can I buy this one? And I was like, this one is from a good experience. And the second day I felt so free that
You were giving it away.
giving away things, and I felt so light, I felt so happy, just because less cow, less problems, less things you own, less problems you have, because you don't have to take care about many things. Every time I remember when I move an apartment, I have to put everything in boxes, take care and clean and do and wrap and move, and so less problem to take care, and we have a pretty normal life. I mean, it's not something that we miss, except the jacuzzi. But one day I can fit it in the van. But no, that's not so many things that we miss.
Mm.
So that was a good question. Tips for Portugal. Well, we will go now. So
Yeah,
through
that's
eventually
true.
stuff. Okay, about Portugal, yeah, we got some tips.
We're on our way there now.
We are on our way there. We're gonna meet. Well, Portugal. It's pretty busy in the winter for vanlifers. We 2 years ago we visited Portugal. We stayed there, I think, 4 months. We start from the north. The first part, well, we visit Porto. I find Porto
More
more
interesting.
interesting than Lisbon, but that's my thinking. Um, then, well, all the coast, it's really nice, and especially in low season, it's not that difficult to find a nice parking. There's few places where it's not possible to park. Um, the best and hot part is after Lisbon, so the Alentejo and Algarve. For example, there's a
Algarve
part,
is really popular right now.
Algarve it's popular. There's a part of the seaside that it's called Costa Vicentina. It's a park, so you actually can't park there during the night. I can say we were moved once. We were in a nice beach that it's called, it's near Carapatera. We were moved. Well, there was a sign, no parking, no overnight parking, and the police actually were really nice people. Were not
Yeah.
aggressive, so they simply knocked to all the vans and asked to move.
That was when everybody was lined up, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
There's a really nice spot we like, and the idea is we're gonna meet TMB from the indie project. It's
and from the
to
film.
and from the film, it's to organize eventually a van life gathering at the end of the world. That it's the tip of Portugal. It's after Sagres. I really love that place. You have this lighthouse just on the cliff. It's about 50 meters cliff, and you can also see Africa from there. I fish a lot. You can also surf. So if you're looking for a surfing location, well, there's Peniche, Nazaré. If you want to die young, yes. We saw Nazaré. We even met McNamara, and we were there
He's the
when
one with the record for the wave, yeah?
yeah, we were there not in the biggest wave, but I can say it was maybe more than 10 meters, even from the shore. Whoa,
It was
it's
scary.
scary. Peniche, a beautiful place as well, and maybe this year we're gonna explore a little bit more, as we're doing here in Spain, a little bit more
Interior.
the inside part of Portugal, because I heard there's some amazing places. Uh, if you have a van like ours, the gas bottle for the kitchen, it's really easy to find in a hardware store and should cost around 15 euro. Every place, every small town have a fountain, so you can fill water easily. Is not that problem. Price are low, not so expensive. You can
The food
check.
is great, I mean.
Food is great. You should check bacalhau à Brás. It's really interesting, and fishing is great as well.
Okay, so if it gets too cold, would you haul up in a hotel for a few weeks?
No, never. Why to spend money to go in a hotel? We just hug each other. Well, we have a heating system. We just came recently. We were on the Alps between France and Italy. It was pretty cold. Well, not that cold, but it was
Well,
probably
we
under
also,
under
yeah,
zero. We have a heating system.
we have a duvet and extra blankets also.
Yeah, so we just hang each other.
Not
If
hang each other, hug.
hug each other. Well, sorry. And we also have a dog with a lot of fur, so
Yeah.
he can come as well in the bed. I
But
think,
I think we tend in the winter time to try to go to warmer places like last year.
yeah, last year we were in Sicily, but it's a beautiful location. I pretty much spend my winter with my flip-flops, but
Yeah.
tell a lot. So as this winter we're gonna go to Portugal. A couple of years ago we went also to Morocco where you can find 25 degrees, so it's perfect. So that's the idea, and eventually in spring the idea will be to go around the French coast, the Atlantic one, and then to take a ferry to Ireland and Scotland. That's where we would like to spend spring and summer, so at least 6 5 6 months, depends on the weather, to spend the time there. So uh, during the summer to get in the northern regions.
Hmm. There was a
Sorry for my big finger. How to check the message? Show the message. Great time in Budapest for the winter. If you're passing, please message me. Okay.
for sure, for sure. Thank
For
you.
sure.
And
We've been in Budapest. Actually, uh, we the first night when we took the van, I bought the van in Prague. Um, we were supposed to. Mel, she still have an apartment in Brno, but it's in Czech Republic. We were supposed to try out the van, maybe a couple weeks. She has the apartment, so we can buy some stuff also for the van that we might need.
test things out, get used to it.
Yeah, the problem is that the day before, they called me for a movie in Bulgaria for working in the movie as a first assistant director, and it was a good offer. And I say, okay, great. When I have to be there, and they say tomorrow. So I call Mel and I tell her,
He said, pack up.
pack up. You have a couple hours. So I drove from Prague to Brno, and she just take her bag and we start traveling. And the first stop, we have an amazing romantic dinner in front of the Budapest Parliament. So right on the river.
We had one fork
We have one fork.
and hot dogs. So we were cooking it over the open flame.
Yeah, that's because we just bought the van just a few
We didn't
hours
have anything,
before.
yeah.
We didn't have anything yet.
We didn't know how to make the bed.
Yeah, we didn't know how to make the bed. Well, I think it took like half an hour to
Oh,
understood
longer.
how to make the bed.
Yeah.
So yeah, Budapest. Yeah, we never passed by again, but yeah, it's a nice
I think
location.
it's on our list.
It's
Because
on
we
our
haven't
list,
checked it out.
and probably it's on our list. I was twice before for the Ziget Festival that I still found the best music festival, and I was with a tent, but now we can go with the van, but it's even better. So maybe, who knows, next summer also, I don't know, Ziget Festival, that's a good place where to be.
There's another message.
I don't know if there's another message.
There is.
My big finger.
Yes.
Okay. Show the message.
Okay, that's for you.
Okay, in
So
Italian.
first, ciao ragazzi. Ciao.
Yeah, it's Paola. We are. Okay, no, allora te lo dico in italiano, scusate, just a second, for somebody that doesn't speak English. Siamo in Spagna, siamo sul fiume Ebro. È un bellissimo fiume, poi tra un paio di settimane metterò le immagini che ho fatto questa sera nel blog, un paesaggio assolutamente stupendo. Grazie. And so, I don't know, anybody else that want to ask us something? I think that maybe we're gonna do even. Prego Paola, ma ci mancherebbe. We're gonna do maybe more live videos, so I don't know. I kind of like it, but on the other side, I just maybe don't feel so comfortable, but maybe you can help me out. So I hope that you liked the movie, and of course, if you didn't, you can share it. That's the way to help to reach more people and get more people involved. Um, it's just something that we did because of our passion and without thinking about any other words. You may saw that in the beginning there are some sponsors. Um, they didn't jump before, they jump when pretty much when I show the movie finish. Um,
You're doing fine.
Thank you. So and that was the first that told me that I'm in a good direction because um, companies like Serial Combi or Webasto and Campervan Culture and Campervan Magazine. So
And great question.
and Greek Westies. So these were the people that absolutely want to be part of this project, just because
I think that
they.
was definitely a confidence booster.
That was a confidence because I can tell you during these years, not so much during the interview, but during the editing, I had some breakdowns. I had some moments where I just say, well, I will not finish. I just
There were some moments of doubt for sure.
that I want to give up. And hopefully I have a great wife and partner and lover and friend that support me every time. And you know, there were many times where I need just few words, but tell in a right way. So I officially thank my wife that she's always in the background, but um, she did a lot of work on the movie. So the voice is her voice, and the text
I sound
and
like a robot.
you sound like a robot. So the question was the best country we traveled so far. I
Oh,
think.
we have so it's really that's always such a difficult question to answer. I think
Yeah,
because everything's so much different.
it's so much different. So each place has a good part and as also a bad part. I mean, we fall in love with Sicily.
Sicily, yeah.
That's where I come from. I mean, my father and that part of my family it's from Sicily, so I have history there. And it's a beautiful place where to go with a van, especially in winter. It's warm, it's full of nice people, it's not expensive, and it's a country for me. I cannot say that
It's part of
it's
Italy.
Italy.
Yeah, we
It's
really feel
like a
it's
country. Um, it's full
Romania was
of
awesome.
history. It's full of culture and a lot of nice people. And we are actually Melly's working on a travel guide, a camper van travel guide about Sicily. Another place here, Romania. You know, coming from Italy, you always hear many bad things about Romanian and Bulgarian, and
It's not true.
it's not true. Maybe some bad apples go
There are
somewhere
bad
else,
apples in every country.
but we absolutely love Romania. The people there were so nice, so kind. I think that's what a country it's made. I mean, it's not just the place you visit; it's by the people
And the cultures.
and the culture. We also love Lithuania, and
Yeah.
tonight we're gonna speak more because we have just here outside nearby two friends, new friends that follow us from Lithuania, and we just met up here in this beautiful place.
Berlin's awesome.
Berlin as a town, we really love Berlin. It's so
And obviously
friendly.
Portugal too.
And Portugal too. Morocco, I found, well, Mel,
Absolutely.
as a woman, she found a little bit stressful.
3 months
Uh,
was a little too long for me. I
but
think it would have been fine a couple weeks.
yeah, it's a beautiful country,
It
and
is. It is.
we managed to visit pretty much everything from the seaside to the desert to the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
So Morocco as well. We visit Canada. It was a great place. The only thing is that it wasn't that easy to find free parking. So I have this idea about Canada, but probably it's only in the north, not in Ontario and
Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan. But wasn't very easy to find parking because I have this idea about green and fields
It is
everywhere.
really green and there are fields. It's just private property.
Yeah, it's just private. So yeah, we also liked Scandinavia. We didn't travel that much in Scandinavia. It was 40 years ago, and we were still in the beginning of our travel. We had some budget issue, and as you
Yeah.
know, Scandinavia and especially Norway, it's a little bit expensive. So you need some solid bank account in order to travel there. I mean,
Well,
if
in order to really get the most out of it, I think.
yeah, but we have a friend, Yari, that he just came back from Cape North, and I saw some picture, and it's an amazing place.
Mm-hmm.
So that's another place that it's good to visit. Yeah, I think every time it depends really uh, by our experience is by the people we've met and what we get out of the local culture. So.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Yeah, but yeah, so far so good. I mean, and 41 minutes. We were thinking to do 45 minutes. When you travel, do you prefer still camping, free camper spot, or pay camper site? Okay, so okay, thank you for the movie. About the camping site, we pretty much prefer free camping. Um,
uh, Officially wild camping, I guess.
while camping, uh, we have, or I have, a pretty easy system, at least for me, that I use with Google Maps, with the satellite vision, um, and to find a good spot. We usually like to be near water. Like now, we are about maybe 10 meters from the river. Um, so we did some camping. Sometimes we paid, maybe some because we just want some quiet um,
Or
and
just some.
a hot shower, for example.
Also,
Or
especially if the weather's been bad for quite a while and it's going to stay bad.
yeah, especially yeah when it's raining. So we have maybe have some problems with the solar panels. We also enjoy camping in Berlin. It's not
That was
usually
more stealth, wasn't it?
yeah, it's not usually easy. But I mean, we lived 3 months in Istanbul, in
Yeah, in
near
the city center,
Istiklal, so
yeah.
it's the city center, the only free parking spot available, and we didn't move for 3 months. But it was the beginning of our travel, so
Yeah, we didn't know any better again.
yeah. In a city for sure, as I always do, it's a city that I don't know. Maybe I found a place like we found in Lisbon, we found in Porto, for example, a couple of years ago. I usually ask locals about the neighborhood, if it's fine, and usually, like in Berlin, we found the place that it's not maybe so far from the city center eventually, that has a library nearby, because at that time we can go to the library to use the free Wi-Fi and to work with our computers. They have a swimming pool, a supermarket, and most of all, a place where we can feel water. That's the most important things. So we also did some campsite many times. We also trade, so I did a video. Many other times we avoid campsite, like I was explaining before in Sicily. We stay more in agrofarm. So especially in low season, they don't have so many clients, and I offer them to do a video.
An agro farm is a farm that's like a B&B, and
Yeah.
it's usually locals, and they can give you great tips for places to visit also.
Yeah, so
Nearby.
and we had room open for us with shower, hot water, and everything,
And Wi-Fi.
and free Wi-Fi. So that's another thing we do. I think I will go for the last questions, if I can see it. I have big fingers here, seriously. Okay, let's try with the thumb. Okay, show the. Sorry guys, I have really big fingers. I can see the. No. It doesn't show the questions anymore. Huh. I can see the last question. Okay. Oh, where are you now, and where are you planning to go in the next months? We are in Spain. We are in Aragona. We just parked for the night near the river Ebro. So, how to explain where it is? I mean,
Isn't it kind of close to Madrid?
well, let's say it's in between Barcelona and Madrid, in the middle of nowhere. It's pretty much a dry land here. It's almost
It's quite arid, yeah.
quite arid. We think we're gonna skip Madrid. We go to Toledo. That's, from what I heard, it's really beautiful town, and then a little bit south to check the Don Quixote region.
Don Quixote, yeah.
Don Quixote, so with the windmills, and then we go west to Lisbon and probably stay for the winter for a couple months to February, probably in south of Portugal. That's our plan.
But
So, as we know, plan change every time.
Yeah.
So I think, yeah, 46 minutes. I think I just want to have a nice meal now. And thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it a
And
lot.
thank you for the compliments on the film.
Thank you for
We
the
really
compliments.
appreciate it.
Again, sharing the movie will help to reach more and more people that, that just need that little push in their back to take a decision and to live this life if they want, is what they,
Or even just to travel.
or even just to travel, because travel simply open the mind.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, the Dutch guy. Hello. So that's it for our first live. I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, probably it can become something that we can do every week. Ciao Paola, grazie mille. Okay, time
Safe travels,
to
everyone.
stop. Safe travel. We will enjoy some food now in company of Bernard and Monica and the two dogs. Bye. Good job, guy. I don't know even how to stop this. Okay.